rebuilding of Kathmandu, 1 year later. A documentary video about the reconstruction efforts in Kathmandu, Nepal, and how effective have all the earthquake relief efforts been after 1 year. As you may remember, it was nearly 1 year ago when Nepal was devastated by a series of earthquakes. The first earthquake in April was a magnitude of 7.8. The second in May was a 7.3 magnitude with numerous aftershocks ranging in size up to 6.3 magnitude. They were felt as far away as 600 miles in New Delhi, India. I'm from California, where we have lots of earthquakes, but nothing like what was felt in Nepal this year. During my lifetime, I've traveled to India 10 times and Nepal 5 times. During my most recent visit to Nepal, 3 years ago, my wife and I had the wonderful opportunity to meet with the family of my best friend from California. His name is Tashi. I visited his family's home, met his mother, sister, his brother's wife, and their newborn baby. Tashi, who's Tibetan, was born and grew up in Kathmandu, and now lives near San Francisco. His family still lives in the same house in the Tibetan refugee camp in Kathmandu that they moved into when they escaped Tibet. Their home is very simple, a one-story building that was damaged in the earthquake. Tashi told me that they were still staying in a tent outside of the house up until very recently out of fear of the aftershocks. When I heard that their house was damaged in the quake and that they were afraid to even sleep inside, I realized that there must be many families living in the Kathmandu Valley in fear of their lives. After thinking about the situation in Kathmandu, I spoke with Tashi about returning there with him the next time he visited his family to see what we could do to repair their family home. This inspired me to create an update video documentary, The Rebuilding of Kathmandu, 1 year later. Our mission statement is to create a video documentary on the current condition of Kathmandu, which was less than 50 miles from the epicenter of the 2015 earthquakes. This terrible disaster has cost the lives of more than 8,800 people, injured almost 20,000, and made over 2 million people homeless. More than $500 million in earthquake relief funds have been collected by many countries and organizations and have been distributed within Kathmandu and the surrounding regions of Nepal. We would like to see how the relief efforts have been felt by the local Kathmandu community. We plan to document the rebuilding process and interview people in the Kathmandu community about how the reconstruction of Kathmandu is moving forward. We would also like to see how the people of Nepal are adapting and how the earthquake relief funds are helping to rebuild the damage and restore life back to normal. I don't know what to expect. However, I do know I'll find the answers to all these questions by the time the documentary is completed. By the way, I have decided to go, no matter what. I will be in Nepal this February. I will make this documentary happen. In some way, I know it will be done. I'm currently short on money, though, and I can really use some help to make this happen. So I'm humbly asking for your assistance in helping make this documentary about the rebuilding of Kathmandu, and for your help spreading the word about the current needs of the Nepalese people and about their strength and optimism. Thank you for your support.